back to the channel. So today I'm going to tell you why being called selfish is actually a compliment. You see, in society, they say that if you're a selfish person, you're a bad person. They call you asshole, you're a bad person. Um, Arrogant, you're a bad person. Why is it that a lot of these traits are actually associated with successful people? Keep in mind that the school system, a part of society as a whole, have been designed by people at the very top levels a long time ago. And it's designed with purpose. The school is to make workers. Society is a control mechanism. Let's be honest, just look around, it really is. And they tell you you're supposed to play nice with others, right? That's what you hear when you're a kid. Play nice with others. Play nice with others. Play nice with others. Be quiet and do what you're told. Be quiet. Don't talk out of line. Speak when only spoken to. Um, Children are meant to be seen, not heard. You see, there's so many things in society that are designed to keep you under control, and this is one of them. You see, we've all heard about it. Nice guys finish last. That's true. It's absolutely freaking true. I was a nice guy for years, suppressing my more assertive tendencies, suppressing a lot of the more things about myself that I believe that society didn't approve with. And you know where it got me? It got me nowhere. It got me to failure after failure after failure after failure. Walked on. All the freaking time. So, after some years ago, I had enough. I mean, I'd gone through enough situations where I've had enough. And are you at that point now? Are you tired of getting walked on? Are you tired of being treated in a manner that you know you're better than? Are you starting to wonder why it is that, no matter how nice you are to other people, they never seem to actually give any of that back at you, for instance? Why so few people actually seem to return anything you ever, any effort you've ever given towards them? I mean, honestly, do you really want to live like that? I didn't. I was sick of it. Why should I look at other people have success? Why can't I have success? Why can't I have success in my personal relationships? Why can't I have success in my business relationships? Why can't I have success financially? Why can't I have success spiritually? Why can't I have success in every single aspect of my life? You know why? Because as long as you're adhering to the bull crap, you're going to be a slave to it. So, just recently, maybe a week ago, someone called me selfish. A couple years ago, I would have defended myself hey man, I'm not selfish, look what I've done. I've done this. No, not anymore. It's changed. I said, thank you, that's a compliment. I appreciate that. He didn't know what to say. It was so shocked that he couldn't hurt me. Because, yes, I was being selfish. I was doing what's in my best interests. And you know what's in your best interest? Self-love is in your best interest. It's in my best interest. For an entire year, I've been cultivating slowly this worthiness, this belief in myself, not because of some stupid certificate or some degree that doesn't mean jack. Not because someone tells me I'm worthy. Not because someone has to validate me. No, I've spent an entire year slowly cultivating that internal worthiness, that internal value. And piece by piece by piece, it's built up until someone calls me selfish. Thank you. Someone called me an asshole not too long ago. Thanks. Because, see, for the first time in my entire life, I'm consistently having success all over the place. It's building one piece at another after another after another. Having success financially, having success personally, having success physically, my health state's improving dramatically over the last few months and beyond. You see, all of this, I can look right back to the stem of it, where it's actually at. It's because I worked on my worthiness, internal worthiness. Because if I believe I'm worthy, same for you, all of this applies to you. If you believe you're worthy, nobody can take that from you. If you need Johnny to tell you that you're worthy, at any point he could say, he can act in a way that's not consistent with that, and he could take that right away from you. But when you actually generate it for yourself, nobody can take it from you. And that's a big, big difference. It's made a massive difference in my life. And slowly building and building and building. You see, selfish is not a bad word. Selfish just means that you care about yourself. You're doing what's in your best interest. Now, of course, you balance that out with, obviously, for instance, I wouldn't do what's in my best interest that causes the death of 1,000 people. I mean, I wouldn't do something like that. But if some person's minor discomfort or I trigger some person, I don't give a flying, crap about that. That's their issue, not mine. I may actually have helped them because triggering them may bring some crap to the surface that they can actually deal with, assuming that they even want to deal with anything, but that's a totally different issue. As far as it is for me, I did what I was consistently what I wanted to do. You see, when you act in this manner, not only are you showing self-respect, you're showing self-love, but you're also become very magnetic to other people. Because no matter what they may label you as, they can't help but notice that your life is getting better. They can't help but notice it. They may not want to admit it at first. They may not even want to talk about it. But they're watching you. They watch me too. And a lot of people who didn't like the path I'm going on now ask me for help. Now ask me for assistance. They're like, how did you do what you're doing? It's very simple. I got my mind straight. I reprogrammed myself through affirmations a year ago. I did the work. I faced my own shadow, things I didn't want to see. I took action in alignment with that. It doesn't have to be a lot. It just needs to be a little bit. Little bit, little bit, little bit. Eventually you get a lot. Then I actively started pushing this idea of self-expression. And it was hard. It was honestly hard at first. Because, you spend decades suppressing your natural tendencies and your natural mindset when you're around other people, only letting it out when you're all alone and no one can judge you. It can be kind of nerve-wracking to let it out. But, once again, little by little, more and more of myself came out, more and more of myself, to where, more and more of my authentic self comes out with absolutely no F's given for any people getting triggered. Seriously, I don't give a crap who gets triggered. Some have been triggered right in front of me. Congratulations. In fact, you know what? I'll even feed it. I notice they're getting triggered. I'll even help them with that. Here, I'll trigger you some more. If they're being triggered by me being myself, that's their problem. But that wasn't always like that. I had to work at it. Literally, I had to work at being an asshole. Seriously, I had to work at being selfish. You know why? Because it's an expression of self-respect and an expression of self-worth and self-love. Not everyone is like that. Maybe you're not like that. Maybe you are. But it's okay to be that way. It's okay to express yourself authentically. And don't give a damn who has a problem with it. And you know what? That makes people very magnetic. Because if you're willing to stand alone, you stand out. People can't help but notice you. How can't they? You're triggering half the freaking room. The other half is watching that and watching you. They could see where it's coming from. But either way, all eyes are on you. And that's not to feed an ego, that's just the truth. Or maybe you're not like that, but you're a different way. It's okay. So the next time someone calls you selfish, the next time time someone calls you an asshole, say thank you. Because you know what? They just told you exactly where you're at, how you're being perceived. And if you're not triggering people, you must, if you're way out, you're way out in like the field, like you're way outside of the group, you're probably triggering some people. If you're very successful, you're going to trigger people. You know why? Because it's a subconscious reminder that they are a failure. Because they want to live like you're living. Everybody on the planet wants to express themselves authentically. They're dying to do so. They need to do so. It's killing them not to. But they suppress it because it's what society has brainwashed them for. But when they see someone who's being authentic to themselves, they call him asshole. They call him jerk. They call him selfish. They call him arrogant. But you know what? Secretly, they're really actually wanting to be that way. Maybe not exactly that way, but they want to just be themselves. That person is being themselves and they can see it. They want to be themselves too. They want to be free like that. But they're afraid. I was afraid. But you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid anymore. You can take small action steps to let go of the chains that are holding you down. Just let them go. They're just imaginary anyway. Fear is literally false evidence appearing real. It is an illusion. It's a complete freaking illusion. It's nonsense. You know what? Take an experiment. Go out there and do what you're afraid of. You know what happens to your fear? It just dissipates like fog. Just goes away. The sun came out and just gone. Because you've proven it fake. And that's what it is. It's fake. But it feels really, really real. I know it does. And I'm not going to say I'm fearless because that'd be a lie. But I push forward. Little by little by little by little. Let that mound grow and grow. And it just keeps getting better. Life keeps getting better. Everything in my life is getting better and better. Because I keep pushing forward. Piece by piece by piece by piece. Momentum is powerful stuff. And you know what? I look forward to the next time someone calls me an asshole. I look forward to the next time someone calls me selfish. And I'll say the same thing I did last time. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you know what? They won't even know what to say. They don't know what to say. They're expecting you to defend yourself. So when I don't, because it's not an attack, in my mind it's not an attack. They think it is. But in my mind, it's not an attack. They just complimented me. They don't even know what to do. I'm feeling good about myself because it was like, hey, thanks. I know I am. Thanks for showing me that I'm portraying that authentically. They don't even know what to do about it. They don't have any power over you. They're trying to get power over you by calling you out, but they have no power whatsoever because I didn't give them any power. I didn't give them the meaning they were looking for or they're expecting. They were powerless towards me because I didn't give it to them. And that's what you have to do too. Cultivate this self-respect and this self-worth. And anyone who doesn't want you to succeed, push them out of the way. Go around them. Stomp them under your damn feet if that's what it takes. Just keep moving forward. Keep going towards your goals. Anyone who's not on your train to Success Town needs to get the hell off. Because if you keep this baggage on, it'll just slow you down. It'll drag you down. And, you don't have to, cut people out of your life, but you just interact with them less often. If they don't want to support you, that's fine. They just don't get the gift of your time. Just give less and less of it until either they get on board or they just go away. And you just move forward, and you move forward. Because the only real friend you need is yourself. Yes, the only friend you absolutely need on your side is yourself. Everyone else is just a bonus. That's just an extra, support. But you must have yourself on your side. So do what's in your best interest. Be selfish today. Be arrogant if that's who you are. Be silly if that's who you are. Be make jokes if that's who you are, and if people around you don't like it, to hell with them, because they don't matter. You matter. You matter in your life. They matter in their lives, and what they're doing with it, whether they choose to throw it down the toilet or pick themselves up, is totally up to them. But what are you going to do with your life? How do you want to live, and who are you going to become get those things that you've always dreamed of having? Or do you let your dreams die? Let them go because you're afraid. But you don't have to be. Just move slowly. It's a lot easier that way. Move slowly in your direction. Learn the skills slowly, quietly. Start taking action in that direction, and your world will change. You must also reprogram yourself. We're flooded with bad beliefs that's been put in our heads by society, our parents, hell, even ourselves. You must get that crap out. It's poison. You know, you may sound silly at first, but go every day. Tell yourself that you love yourself 10 times a day, 100 times a day. It does work. So, if you like this content I'm creating, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. How are you going to help yourself today? Are you selfish? Are you not? Are you silly? Or are you quiet? Is that who you are? Comment down below. Who are you? And I'll join me on the next video, and I will talk to you later. Have a great one.